woke up this morning, I said, it's a beautiful day. Now, despite all the tragedy going on around us, we're almost on the brink of war. I know. It's crazy. We live day to day and not even realize how close we are to our subliminal death. Right? I want to say that again. We don't realize how close we are to our subliminal death. Some of us are dead men, dead women walking and don't even realize it. I mean, of course, I'm not talking about physical, I'm talking about mentally. Are you dead inside? Like, are you actually waking up with life inside of you? You know, I think about when I used to work at jobs that I did not like. I mean, I would hate getting up in the morning. I'd have to set 2 or 3 alarm clocks because when the alarm clock goes off, I'm so quick to hit snooze. I just want to sleep this day away, not have to worry about waking up. How many of you are the same way? Raise your hand if you're the same way. Right. So, in a sense, it's as if we wake up only to want to just lay back down and call it quits. I have sat at my jobs before. I've been in positions where I sit at the job and I'm like, why am I here? What am I even doing here? I don't belong around this type of work or these type of people or this atmosphere. It's just not right for me. I want to challenge you today. I hope you brought pen and paper because I want to challenge your thoughts. I want to challenge your mindset. I want to challenge what it is inside of you that keeps you going. I've said this many times. You've got to find the reason to your life, the reason that drives you towards the destiny you created for yourself. Today is a beautiful day. That is a statement. Not just a statement, but an affirmation. I wake up in the morning regardless of where I'm at, regardless of what I'm doing, and I say today is a beautiful day. I get the opportunity to, etc., etc., etc. Notice what I'm telling myself. I'm telling myself, first of all, that today is a beautiful day, regardless of if it's rainy, cloudy, snowing outside. I put in my mind that today is going to be an amazing day. And then secondly, regardless of what it is that I have to accomplish today or whatever it is that I have to do to get me closer to my goals today, I tell myself that today I get an opportunity to do just that, get closer to my goals. This mindset breaks that barrier that actually encapsulates us through our youth and into our adulthood, where we actually think in our minds. For instance, I hated school. Hated it with a passion. I hated it so much to the point to where I skipped school just about half of the 9th grade year. In the 8th grade year, I barely went to school. You know, I think about all of the things that I did when I was younger and how it affected me as an adult. But the thing that changed my life, the catalyst of my life, was when I started speaking affirmations to myself. Right? When I looked into the mirror, I said 3 things. Write this down on your paper. The first thing I said is, today is a beautiful day. It's a great day. However you want to put it, it's a great day. It's a grand rising. It's an amazing day. Some of you may be in church. Oh, how great is this marvelous day that the Lord has made, if you just want to be extra. Second thing I would say is, I get the opportunity to go to school. I get the opportunity to get an education. I get the opportunity to advance myself. I get the opportunity to put everything that I've learned into use. The application of the knowledge that I have, which is what creates wisdom when we apply the knowledge that we have. Write this down. When we apply the knowledge that we have. So the second thing that I say is, I get the opportunity to. The third thing that I say is this: everything that I do today will succeed, regardless of boundaries, regardless of what may stand in my way. Everything that I do today, I will be successful and accomplish. We have to learn to be finishers. Not just starters, but finishers. I'm one of the biggest procrastinators that's ever lived. I procrastinate through everything. I procrastinated through college, I procrastinate through life. But what I had to learn to do as a procrastinator is manage my time. And so when I get up in the morning and I speak these 3 things into my life, and I tell myself, oh, it's a great day, it's an amazing day. I'm gonna do great things today. Everything that I do, that I touch will turn to gold. Everything that I do today will turn to gold. I have an opportunity to crush my goals. I have to put application into play. I can't just wake up and say these things. There are things that we have to do to make sure that not only am I speaking these affirmations, but I'm sticking to these affirmations. I'm making them complete. Now, sometimes I don't complete the application, or I don't actually be successful throughout that day. There may be some wrenches thrown in life. But in those moments, we have to remind ourselves that it's okay to have to do it again. I think about some of the greats who tried and tried and tried again. Martin Luther King went through half of his life fighting for the rights of those who are persecuted with injustice. And time again, he was faced with adversity and felt like he was a failure. But I think about that speech, that old great speech that he spoke, and I know many of you have heard it before, but one of the things that he said was, I had a dream. I have a dream. Do you have a dream? Something inside of you that may not be manifested yet, but you want it manifested. He didn't just say these things, he did actions that pointed towards his manifestation of the destiny he had set for himself. A lot of the times our destiny is not accumulated or accomplished in life while we're living. And that is the hardest thing for us to actually gather, that some of the things that we are trying to accomplish in life, we may not actually see. Now, I may not get to the promised land, but I promise you every step that I make on this earth is pointing towards my destined goal, which is to leave this earth with a purpose. I've got a purpose, so I've got to drive. And my life can do nothing but go up because my drive won't let me go down. I've got a fight in me that won't let me fall. Now take it back to the 3 affirmations that I speak in the morning. Listen to what I used to say before I learned this. And how many of you, I want you to take a mental note, and I want you to think within yourself, how many of you have said this? I hate getting up in the morning. I hate having to go to work. I hate having to go to church. I hate having to go to school. I don't want to go home. I'm not happy. I hate my life. Why do I have to be like this? Why am I always the one that gets hurt? These are things I used to say to myself, but I had to learn that everything that I'm saying to myself, I'm speaking into my destiny. Words have power. And the manifestations in our life come from the words that we speak into the atmosphere. I learned a long time ago that I need to speak positive things into the atmosphere. When I was a pastor, we talked about speaking it into existence. Speaking the things that we want out of life into existence. Faithing it till we make it. Right? And that was so powerful that I didn't even realize how powerful it was until I actually became woke and started thinking about the things that I was actually doing. It wasn't just the words that I was saying, it was the applications that was the nights I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning doing paperwork to push myself to get my education. Despite all of the naysayers when I had 4 or 5 classes more than everybody else in my class. Because I was challenged. I had challenges that they did not have. But see, when life gives you challenges, you've got to be extraordinary. You've got to do extra than the ordinary people. I want you to push yourself. I want you to be great. I want you to see your destiny fulfilled. But you have to look beyond your situation. Your current situation is not where you're in. It's just the moment you're in right now. It's not the ending, it's the beginning that makes the difference. How I begin my day, I begin it as if I'm already accomplished. So yes, I walk with a chip on my shoulder because of the fact that I put it there. Not because someone boosted me, because I have a spirit within me that is waiting to get out. There's something in me that needs to be released. There's potential that is untapped within each of us. I encourage you that you can be great. If you're listening to this, you've already made the decision within your mind that there's something inside of me that wants more. I remember the times I was depressed and I was riding down the road and I just wanted to die because life was giving me so many challenges I felt incapable of accomplishment. And I told myself, if you continue down this path thinking that something is going to be different, you, my friend, are crazy. Woe to the crazy ones who think that every action that they do is going to give them an outcome different from the last action that was exactly the same. If I make a right, a right, a right, and a right, I can't expect to be on a different road. Let me say that again. If I make a right, a right, a right, and another right, I can't expect to be on the same. I can't expect to be on a different road. I'm gonna end up on the same street I left. In our lives, we have to learn that there are choices that are gonna be made that are gonna be hard. They're not gonna be easy. The road is not easy. It's rough sometimes, but you gotta be tougher than your situation. When I was broken, I looked to the hills from which cometh my help. That's the saying. But let me digest that saying for a minute. Get your pen and paper out because this is important. Get your pen and paper out because this is important. Right? When I was broken, I looked to the hills from which cometh my help. I want you to think about that. How many of you have prayed for a way out and nothing happened?